Autism: Building a Vocabulary for Interoception by Dr. Wen B. Lawson. That's me, www.wenlawson.com. Autism means being singly focused upon whatever occupies our attention, takes us over. This can be all sorts of things, from birds, animals, machines, airplanes, Lego, music, fashion, people, video games, technology, engines, and so on. This leaves no spare attention for noticing other things, like the bigger picture beyond our interest. Like pain, physical and or emotional, possible impact our actions have, stopping an enjoyable activity when we no longer enjoy it, and so much more. Beautiful lining up. Interoception, our eighth sense, connects us to inner bodily awareness, like pain, thirst, hunger, desire, hygiene and toilet needs, temperature, heart rate, breathing, even our bones, rather than the sensations that come from outside our body, vision, noise, smells, taste, and movement. The difference from noticing the fragrance and colour and sounds during a walk through the bluebell woods to recognizing the way it makes you feel. Senses from outside yourself combined with those inside yourself to give you an overall sense. Interoception, the perception of sensations from inside the body, also includes the autonomic nervous system, which actually means our emotions. Neuroception, the unconscious sense enabling us to notice danger, being with a safe human, a caregiver, or a potential non-safe human, a stranger. Also, internal body state of safe or dangerous triggers neurobiologically determined prosocial or defensive behaviors, e.g. knowing I'm about to throw up, knowing I might hit something or someone, knowing to run away from a tiger or play with a pussycat. Big cat or pussycat, they both look so tame. How can I know they are different? That's my cat Queenie. Interoception and neuroception are linked because they each inform the other. But in autism, when our attention is taken over, we may not notice or be able to name either inner or outer sensory information. Failing to notice the bigger picture, not knowing a place of bodily pain, being unconnected to hunger, thirst, or toileting needs, potentially problematic. Our interoceptive connection may be temporarily offline. It's not that we don't have neuroception or interoception, we most definitely do, but having available attention to notice these is a different story. We can use exercises to help us notice our breathing, when we feel things and where and so on. This helps build a kind of interoception vocabulary. It gives us words for things, but in autism we need to capture our interest, otherwise we can't notice. like reading, we get better at it as we practice. Practice, practice, practice. Practice activity that's interest-based. Doesn't work otherwise. So we need ITSP. Interest, so we can focus. Time, so we can do it. Space and uninterrupted. And a procedure or a structure to hang an activity on that starts and finishes. ITSP, for example, I love listening to birds. I can incorporate this interest into my interoceptive activity. I can set a time for this to happen. I can find a space, then develop a procedure. Sit on my bed in my room, close my eyelids over my eyes, listen to the birds in my garden for 30 seconds. I can count to 30 or I can set a timer. After 30 seconds, I tell myself to stop listening and think about how hearing the birds made me feel and where I feel it. Then I have to repeat this exercise, but focus on other sounds, not just birds. For me, this meant noticing the lawnmower next door. Really frustrating. Interoception exercises help us begin to register and connect to what our body is noticing. I can then add words to what I'm feeling, e.g., birds I enjoy, the mowing noise I certainly did not enjoy. Learning to name what I'm feeling and how it impacts me, as well as when I'm feeling it, gives me vocabulary that helps regulate my emotions, my feelings, and my separateness from other. These all contribute to helping me more broadly so I can identify when I'm unwell, hungry, too warm, too cold, thirsty, in need of the toilet, and so on. This is me in front of a big crowd doing an interoception exercise altogether. Okay, so using interoception exercises to connect me and help with self-regulation doesn't work the same one for everyone. For some of us, planning such an exercise feels like a demand and will only increase anxiety and decrease self-regulation. If this is the case, we might need to be less overt and more casual about the process. Otherwise, the person's just going to run. In autism, for all of us, this means always involving my interest, use times of negotiation and good energy. Don't even attempt to talk about this if I'm tired, cross, unwell, and so on, and use accessible language, photos, video, audio, and or text. Please make sure it is nothing about me without me. Thank you. Www.wenlawson.com